About a month ago, Anthropic released skills for Claude, which allows you to create custom skills that help Claude learn how to do different tasks. So today I wanted to share with you a repo that I found that incorporates plugins and has a lot of Claude skills built in to that plugin. This plugin has a ton of really great Cloudflare skills, as well as some other skills for just building web apps in general. So I'll show you how to install that and how to get started with it. And what I built with it just a few moments ago before hitting record was this URL shortener that is built on Cloudflare and the KV product. So it just allows you to type in a URL and a custom code optionally and get a short code. So I'll show you how I used the skill to build this really quickly. So the first thing I did was here on this repo from JezWeb called Claude Skills is I went to the quick start. So I went ahead and installed the plugin from Claude. First, I installed the marketplace, and then I installed the Cloudflare Worker-base plugin. And then you can also go ahead and install some other plugins that they recommend. So here's the Tailwind and ShadCN skill. So I'll install that as well. And then what I had to do from here was I went ahead and created a claude.md file. And if you scroll down, all the way down in the repo README, you'll see this section for usage. So it says to go ahead and put something like this in your claude.md file, and it kind of just tells Claude how to find that skill and when it should use the skill. So this helps it to understand that it's got skills that it can use. So I'll put this in a claude.md file, and then that should all be all I need to do. So if I go to plugins, you can see the Claude Skills plugin and those two plugins that I added. All right, so let's try this skill out, and we should be able to see Claude let us know that the skill is being used. Let's create a Cloudflare app. We want to create a basic URL shortener app that will store values in KV. When we generate a URL, we should be able to enter a code that is optional. After we generate a shortened URL, we'll see it in a list of recent URLs. Clicking the URL in that list will do the redirect to the URL that we shortened. All right, let's try this and we'll see if it uses that skill that we just installed. There we go. So it found those skills that we have that are relevant, and it's asking if we'd like to proceed. So we'll say yes, and we'll just let it work through this task list. Okay, here we go. We've got a URL shortener app that's complete and ready. Here's what we built. We've got a backend with some endpoints for shortening. We've got a front end. We used KV storage for the URLs, and it went ahead and tested some functionality for us. So let's go ahead and try this out. All right, let's try this. Cloudflare custom code CF. And let's try one more. Great. So there we go. Nice. Redirect worked. Awesome. So yeah, you can tell we've got a lot here that we didn't have to specify. So let's take a look here at the code for a moment. So we've got just the HTML there. We've got the Hono app, and it's gonna generate a code. It's got the post endpoint for shortening, and then it's got the endpoint to get the recent URLs. It's got the redirect endpoint to actually do the redirect. Nice. Okay. Not too bad. But the big thing that we got from that skill is it set up a worker for us. It actually went ahead and made the production KV here. So we could probably deploy this. See if this works. Nice. All right, there we go. Boom, prod. Very nice. So all we have to do is really throw a domain in front of this, and we've got a shortener. So I think this is a pretty nice repo. Definitely recommend checking it out. It's only got a few 36 stars so far, but like I said, it's got a ton of skills in here for Cloudflare. Those were just a couple. It's got durable objects, it's got KV, queues, R2, bunch of different stuff. It's got Drizzle in here. It's got Next.js, bunch of OpenAI stuff. That Tailwind one that we just saw. It's got TanStack start, TanStack router, TanStack query. So yeah, definitely recommend checking out this repo. It installs pretty quickly, and because it's a skill plugin, all of those skills are loaded as they're needed. So they're not taking up context at all until they're actually used. So yeah, that was it for now. If you'd like to see me try out any more of these skills, let me know down in the comments. Like the video if you found it useful, and consider subscribing for more content in the future. Thanks.